Okay, greetings everyone. Hope all is well with everyone. Feeling great as usual. Of course, I have my agate crystal. I love this. And I try to wear this in every one of my videos. This thing makes me feel nice, calm, relaxed, and it helps me to think consciously as I'm speaking. And as you guys can see that my goatee is gone. I should shave that off intentionally so that because I have a role to play as a character, and you guys won't see that the results of my scene, because I won't put it up on this YouTube channel. I'll have it on my other YouTube channel because I have 2 channels now, and this is my first time introducing you guys to this. This channel right here that I'm speaking on is my spiritual channel, where I speak about my spiritual experiences and provide people with spiritual wisdom, with knowledge. My other YouTube channel is my film channel. That one is dedicated to my screenwriting, film directing, and acting channel, and also highlights of different events that I record to show people my editing skills. So I had to shave because for my character, I'm supposed to look like a teenager, which I already look young when I had hair on my face. And then I said, and I've noticed whenever I shave my hair off my face, I look even younger, especially when I work out and my face looks slimmer. When I do that, that's probably what I'm going to do pretty soon. But for right now, I had to shave off my hair. But anyway, straight to the point. That's that. Just recently, I was talking to my sister, my oldest sister, about some family situations that's been going on. And even before the conversation, I been realizing, like the past few months, I've been realizing how young my parents are. And my parents, as I got old, as time passed, I'm keeping that word older out of my system as much as possible, because if you want to preserve your youth, you have to keep that old out of your word, your vocabulary as much as possible. So I use the words as time passed. As time passed, I realized how young my parents got married and had kids, and how young-minded, mentally and emotionally, they both are now. I spoke about my mother in previous videos of mine. However, I rarely speak about my father. I have another video that I haven't uploaded yet and edited yet. It's already on my iPad. No, actually, I haven't downloaded it onto my iPad yet because I did it with my phone, recorded it with my phone. So you guys will see that soon. But both of them, when I spent time with them recently, I realized that both of them really, really got married extremely young. So I'm saying to myself, man, to where I am now, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, it's and I look at them now, it's like I grew and I evolved and I learned and I matured, but looking at them, it's like they stayed at the same spot and they didn't really evolve at all. Very little to nothing. And when I look at my mother, from the time that I left her house and moved into my own place till now, I realized, like, man, nothing really changed with her. She's still in the same religion. She still has her little hissy fits when she doesn't get her way, or when I or one of my sisters says something that she doesn't like, she still gets her little attitudes and doesn't want to pick up the phone or respond to text. So I'm like, where is she growing? Why isn't she growing at all? And what is her religion doing for her at all? Because it's not helping her evolve. She's still the same person from the time that I left, even before that, I left from her house. So I'm saying to myself, wow, just because parents are at a higher age than their kids, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are mentally and emotionally mature. Because there's a lot of parents, like my parents, who married young at a young age and who did everything, if not everything, a lot of things the wrong way. The wrong way. And they're trying to guide and teach their young children. However, they're doing it all wrong because they themselves are still children, even in their 50s and 60s year of age. And I realized this when I recently, well, not recently, but in October for my birthday, I called up my father after many years, and the whole time he hasn't contacted me at all. I had to be the bigger man and approach him and talk to him and squash whatever was between him and I let all of that go because spiritually I've risen, and I said, okay, it's time to just let that stuff go. So we had a restaurant dinner, and this whole time, from the time I stepped into his truck all the way till the end of being dropped off, I realized, like, wow. That's pretty much all I can say. I realized, and me being able to read people, I'm like, man, he is definitely not the person that I knew, and he has gotten worse, energetically wise and mentally wise. And this is not being negative, but I'm just letting you guys know, I'm giving you guys examples of my situation. And the whole time that I was talking to him about what I wanted to do with my life as far as being a screenwriter, director, and actor, the whole time it was like I could feel his energy trying to like give me advice and trying to help me as from a father point of view, but I knew that there was like a cap. It was like he couldn't go any further. It was like but he couldn't go no further. So I was like, man, that's it. That was a confirmation for me right there. It's like, I got it. I'm my own man now. I'm an adult. I don't need to go back to him to talk to him about nothing, no advice. And then it was one time a few days later, or maybe a few weeks later, I wanted to talk to him again just to see how he's doing and just to hang out with him. But then the Spirit said, look, you did what you did, you learned what you had to learn, leave him alone. Stop trying to stop trying to call him, stop trying to hang out with him, don't do nothing, leave him alone. And that was right before I was about to pick up, and I was like, wow, maybe I'm not supposed to talk to him no more. And that's what the Spirit said, leave him alone. Leave him alone. I'm like, wow, okay, so that's it. I'm done. It was written. I'm supposed to go through all of that stuff that I went through, which it really wasn't that terrible. So I learned my lesson, and I learned that it's up to what you're supposed to go through, what experiences you're supposed to go through, and learn from them and move forward, and not sit there and whine and cry about all of that other crap. Just let it go. So I learned. So I grew up with my mother. Well, I had a piece of a father, I'll say. 16 years of age, he just completely left. That's a quick synopsis. And then you had my mother. She's stuck in religion, and this pattern is the same thing. Is like nothing is new for her. She doesn't like new stuff. It doesn't seem like, as far as doing new things mentally and emotionally. So for her, what was I gonna say? For her, she's still young-minded, And the whole time, I remember when I was younger, there's very little advice that I remember of her giving me about life. This is how I know I'm an ancient soul too. Is the whole time that I was younger, I would say probably from teenage years till like maybe age 23 when I moved out. That whole time right there was like serious stress and a lot of transitioning going on with me. Her being young, I know that she could see that I was going through stuff with females and different stuff. I remember sitting down and she was cooking, and she sensed that I was going through a breakup with a female, and I sensed that she sensed it too. That's how it was. But at the same time, I sensed that she didn't know how to talk to me about it at all. And it was like she wanted to do it. I felt her energy. She wanted to do it, but she couldn't get it out. She couldn't get it out. So that, looking back on that, that was another reason why I felt it's obvious that she didn't know what she was doing either, because she was young. She was young-minded. So the moral of the story is, you guys, and I'll sum this up because I've been going way too long, and I'm going to edit some of this stuff out. The moral of the story is you can be older in age from a younger person. However, it doesn't mean that you are mentally and emotionally mature. Because there's a lot of older parents. There's a lot of parents out there who did so many things the wrong way, who are still mentally and emotionally immature. A lot of them. My parents are the same way. So with me evolving so much and learning so much and allowing my true self to come through, and to teach me whatever I need to teach, and allow my true self to just blossom through and to guide me, I look at them and I'm like, man, so there's no need for me to get guidance from them because all I have to do is tap into my true self. Not disrespecting them, but I'm just saying they haven't grown themselves. And that's what I've been allowing my mother to do. I've been separating myself from her and allowing her to grow, because she needs to realize that she's the one that needs to grow, not me. And that's why another reason why I've been separating myself from her is because she's still stuck in that religion. And look at this. She brought us all her children into that Jehovah's Witness religion, right? And she even attempted to get my cousins into that religion, right? And she had a Bible study, that's what they call it, Bible study, with every one of my cousins, every one of them, her sister's kids, every one of them. Until this day, all of us walked away from that religion and from religion in general. Every single one of everyone that she had a Bible study with walked away from the religion completely. The only two people that's of the family that's still in the religion is my uncle and his wife, which is my aunt, and my mother. Those are the only three that's still in the religion that's of the family. And I just recently realized, I said to myself, thinking about my mother, I'm like, I wonder if she ever, in her young mind, ever stopped and realized, like, wait a minute, all of them left the religion. What is the reason why they left, and why the heck am I still in this religion? Maybe there's a good reason why they left, and maybe I should leave. I mean, just think about it. If everybody you had a Bible study with, they all left and never wanted to come back, and you still trying to get them to come back, but they still say no. maybe it's a reason why they supposed to be away from it. Maybe there's a good reason why they're away from it, and maybe you should reevaluate being in that religion. And it's obvious to me that it's not doing anything to her, because she's not progressing. She's still the same person, and she still doesn't understand unconditional love. And boy, oh boy, I can tell you that she definitely doesn't know unconditional love. Because it's like when the times that I come to her and I want to open up to her, she comes back with something negative based off of something she saw in one of my videos. And yes, you guys, she does view my videos, and that's good, because her higher self is telling her, look, he's teaching people something, and you need to pay attention to this. Subliminally, on a subconscious level, I know she knows that my information is truthful information, but her ego is silly and is not allowing her true self to come through and really learn this information. But she still sneaks around and views my videos, and that's good. So I'm hoping she really sees this video, but I hope she takes it in the right way. Because all I'm saying is that parents, there's a lot of them that are still young-minded, mentally and emotionally, and they can still learn from their children. That's the overall goal. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off right now. Till next time, Hotep.